In the vast world of business and entrepreneurship, it's easy to be captivated by the success stories of great leaders and innovators. We see their achievements, admire their wealth, and many of us aspire to reach something similar. However, we rarely look at the other side of that shining coin. The truth that few people mention is that behind every great victory, there is a series of deep and difficult sacrifices, and that's what we're going to talk about today. Imagine for a moment that you had the power to change the world. Imagine having a vision so grand that, if realized, it could completely transform the lives of billions of people. It sounds like an exciting prospect, right? Now, imagine what you would be willing to sacrifice to achieve that vision. Your time, your security, your personal relationships, your health, your very identity. These are the choices that people like Elon Musk make every day. And today, we're going to dive deep into these choices and sacrifices, not just to understand what it takes to achieve success, but also to reflect on our own lives and what we're willing to sacrifice for our dreams. Elon Musk, born in South Africa, is one of the most recognized and admired entrepreneurs of our time. With companies ranging from Tesla, which revolutionized the automotive industry with electric vehicles, to SpaceX, which is changing the way we think about space exploration, Musk epitomizes the modern visionary. But what many people don't know is that to reach this level of success, Musk had to make incredibly difficult choices, sacrificing things that most of us consider essential for a balanced and happy life. From a young age, Musk demonstrated an unusual ability to solve complex problems and a clear vision of the future he wanted to help build. However, this vision came at a price. At every stage of his career, he was forced to make decisions that tested his limits, both physically and emotionally. One of those decisions was how he chose to manage his time. Time. It's the most valuable resource we have, and for people like Musk, every minute counts. While most of us try to balance work, family and leisure, Musk dedicates almost all of his time to work. He's known for sleeping on the factory floor during production crises at Tesla, preferring to sacrifice comfort and rest to ensure his projects move forward. His weekly schedule is so rigorously organized that every minute is planned, leaving no room for leisure or relaxation. This choice, though impressive, raises the question, to what extent are we willing to sacrifice our personal time to achieve our goals? For Musk, the answer is clear. He's willing to sacrifice nearly all of his personal time, prioritizing his projects above everything else. And he's not alone. Steve Jobs, another technology genius, was known for working tirelessly, often putting his work above everything, including his family. These stories show us that to achieve great things, it may be necessary to sacrifice something as fundamental as personal time. But time isn't the only sacrifice. To achieve success, many leaders, including Musk, have also sacrificed their financial security and stability. When Musk sold his stake in PayPal, he could have chosen a comfortable, risk-free life. Instead, he invested almost all of his wealth in his new companies, SpaceX and Tesla. This decision brought him to the brink of bankruptcy, with his last dollars being used to keep his companies afloat. Musk knew he was risking everything, but he believed so strongly in his vision that he was willing to sacrifice his own financial security to realize it. This type of sacrifice is not uncommon among successful entrepreneurs. Richard Branson, founder of the Virgin Group, risked everything multiple times, betting on new ventures that could have easily failed. Jeff Bezos, founder of Amazon, also faced moments when his company's success was far from guaranteed. These leaders chose the riskier path because they believed in their visions, even knowing they could lose everything. However, financial sacrifices are only part of the equation. To achieve success, Musk and others also had to sacrifice their personal relationships. Musk has gone through divorces and admitted that his dedication to work often distanced him from his family. He's expressed a desire to spend more time with his children, but his commitment to his projects makes that extremely difficult. This is a harsh reality for many successful entrepreneurs. As their companies grow, their personal lives often suffer. Jeff Bezos faced a similar challenge. His public divorce highlighted the tensions that can arise when trying to balance a high-level career with a personal life, and he's not alone. Steve Jobs, though widely respected for his achievements, also faced criticism for not being present for his family during crucial moments. These stories make us reflect on what we're willing to sacrifice in the name of success. And then we arrive at the sacrifice of mental and physical health. The constant pressure to innovate, lead and deliver results can be incredibly exhausting. Musk admitted to working between 80 and 100 hours a week, which inevitably impacts his health. On several occasions, he has spoken about the extreme burnout and stress he experiences, but he continues to push himself, convinced that this is the only way to achieve his goals. Arianna Huffington, founder of the Huffington Post, also faced the consequences of overworking, collapsing from exhaustion in her office. After that experience, she became an advocate for work-life balance, but not everyone manages to find that balance. Physical health also suffers. In the case of Steve Jobs, his health deteriorated over time, and many believe that the stress of leading Apple contributed to his health problems. These stories serve as a warning. Success can come at a high cost in terms of health, and it's important to consider these costs when pursuing great ambitions. Another sacrifice that is often necessary is that of comfort and immediate pleasures. For Musk, this meant literally sleeping on the factory floor during critical moments, giving up comfort to be closer to the action and ensure his goals were met. Michael Phelps, the most decorated Olympic swimmer in history, also sacrificed a normal teenage life to dedicate himself to training, which eventually led him to Olympic success. These examples show that to achieve long-term success, it is often necessary to forego immediate pleasures and comforts. But perhaps one of the deepest sacrifices is that of personal identity. As leaders like Musk grow in their careers and become public figures, they often need to adapt or even reinvent their identities. Musk, who started as an engineer and entrepreneur, is now seen as a kind of global icon, a figure whose words and actions have a profound impact on markets, technologies, and even popular culture. This transformation is not easy and can result in the loss of important parts of who they originally were. Lady Gaga, for example, has spoken openly about how her public persona affected her personal identity, often feeling that she was losing who she really was. For many, success brings a constant need for adaptation, and this pressure can be incredibly challenging. The question that arises is, to what extent are you willing to sacrifice your own identity to achieve success? As we reflect on all these sacrifices, time, security, relationships, health, comfort, and identity, we begin to see the full picture. Success, especially at extraordinary levels, requires much more than hard work and talent. It requires a willingness to give up things that many of us consider essential. However, for those who are willing to make these sacrifices, the rewards can be immense. Elon Musk has redefined what it means to be successful. For him, it's not just about accumulating wealth or gaining recognition. It's about impacting the world in a meaningful way, whether by revolutionizing how we drive, exploring space, or creating new forms of sustainable energy. He shows us that true success is not just about what you gain, but about the legacy you leave behind. And this brings us to the final reflection. What are you willing to sacrifice to achieve your dreams? How can you use the lessons learned here to shape your own journey to success? As you consider these questions, remember that success is a journey, not a destination. Every choice, every sacrifice brings us one step closer to realizing our true potential. If this message resonated with you, if you felt inspired or challenged to think differently about success, I invite you to subscribe to the channel. Here, we will continue to explore themes that will help you grow, both personally and professionally. Share your experiences in the comments. Let's keep this conversation going. Success is a shared journey, and together we can reach even greater heights.